Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. Damn, give me a second. Fuck. Give me a This fucking laundry, man. Salaki, bros. Shalom, Shalom. First thing and foremost, want to give all praises and glory and honor that is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel, brother, from the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will to be edifying. Titled 2 out of every 3 Israelites will perish. Okay, 2 out of every 3 Hebrew Israelites in America will perish, according to Zechariah 13 and 8. All right, as it reads, it should come to pass that in that day 2 parts therein should be cut off and die, but the third should be left therein. 2/3 should cut off and be cut off and die, but the third should be left in, and they should call upon the name of the Lord, and they should be delivered. Okay, and inspiration comes from the video Elder Malcolm was doing. I think he did it yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, but he was going into basically like the Purge movies, and I guess Purge Anarchy. I think that may be the second one, because you got 5 Purge movies in total. 5. You got the Purge, then you got the Purge Anarchy, which is the second one, which is a pretty good one. Then you got the Purge Election Year. Okay, then you got the first Purge, and then you got the Forever Purge, which honestly those last 2 are really my favorite Purge movies, because it really zooms in on the tribes and what their atrocities and the things that they face going up against a tyrannical government. Like the NFAA is a representation of your CIA, mainly your NFA, your FBI, basically your government organizations. NFFA, which stands for National Federal Federation Authority, some shit like that. But basically it's nothing more but the NSA, which is the National Security Agency, which is in charge of all the surveillance and, global surveillance and all this other stuff. Basically just another faction of the CIA. But Elder Malcolm was going into the movie on how in the Purge Anarchy basically had like a prophet-like character on there telling them what was going to happen. And I don't even recall that, because it's been a minute since I saw that movie. But I don't even really recall that. But that's a good point out as to, why the 2/3 of our people is going to perish. Because basically he was telling the people that the government is setting up attacks to pretty much enslave and push nefarious laws. And you had one Jake that was scoffing them and scorning them, like we typically deal with scoffers. And what happened was he ended up dying by begging for help from his oppressors, man. Which the scriptures in Sirach 12 and 10 said, never trust thy enemy. So is iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Okay? So basically he ended up getting put to death because he didn't take heed into the voice of the prophet. Okay? Which the men of the Lord, starting with the apostles and elders on down, are the prophets and the voice of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And we don't give a damn who feels some type of way about that. Instead of you hating on other men because the Lord has blessed them with great knowledge, how about you pray to the Most High and ask the Most High to send the Holy Spirit upon you, so you can be counted worthy to be of the Lord's elect, because that's really what it's about at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's about enduring. It's about doing the work of the Most High and ultimately prophesying the end of this wicked satanic kingdom, man. Okay, so 2 out of every 3 Israelites are going to perish and die, because for the simple fact they didn't take heed to the voice of the prophets, man. And a lot of that is going to start with a lot of you Israelites that call yourselves Hebrew Israelites, because for whatever reason, this week we just been really getting on a lot of scoffers and a lot of bug outs, twisting the doctrine, feeling some type of way. I mean, these guys are literally swatting at gnats, man. Okay, they will find some part of the doctrine, even if it's the way we pronounce the name, and they will go on a whole scoff campaign just because they feel some type of way about the men that's teaching the doctrine, and because they don't, and because they're not, because like the scriptures say, they're like natural brute beasts ready to be taken and destroyed. And you ask yourself, like, what the hell is up with these guys, man? Like, out of all this prophecy coming to pass, you got these new covenant idiots fixated on GMS, but yet we got a whole full-fledged war in Palestine right now, in Israel. Okay, you got other nations that's being called, mainly of the Western hegemonies, being called to help support the Israelis. And it's coming out that Amalek actually was behind that whole ordeal down in Palestine, because we know that they need to set up their global war order. Like the scriptures say, the least of the flock should draw them out. You got all these things in prophecy coming to pass. You got an economic collapse on the verge of coming to pass. You got the CBDCs, which will eventually lead to the market of MOTB. Okay, you got them passing new variants. You got new juice that's approved this month. But yet, niggas are fixated on us. And that's a prime indicator of who the 2/3 are. Because they're not taking heed to the warning. They're not taking heed in getting ready to get themselves out of the fire. Okay, because we're telling Jake, look, man, the end is here. The end is here. We're literally blowing a trumpet. Like the Lord said, sound you the trumpet. And my mount, roughly paraphrasing it, in Jerusalem. Joel 2:1, if a brother want to post that. Also, if somebody want to post Zechariah 13:8. You know, if I got some of the fellow men of the Lord on the comment board, Baba Kusha. But basically, man, and Shalom to Yuakim Akwathiam out there. Yahaba Shemel Shah Brakathum. Hey, Shalom, brother. Iwanathon, Shalom, my brother. Hey, man, through the spirit, bro, we gonna have to link up, and we gonna have to get oh fuck, I forgot the apostles put out the order that we can't do like the crossover shows with other camps like that. I don't know if that's changed, but you know, through the spirit, I've been wanting to link up and do shows with brothers, but I got to get the approval from the top, you know, and see if they allow us to do it. But definitely been wanting to do some shows with you bros, man, you know. But regardless of that, you know, Yahweh Shimi Hawashai is really making moves out here, and you got the 2/3 of our people that's not taking heed to it. Okay, because when you go into Ezekiel, I think it's the 12th chapter, if I'm not mistaken, when it goes into that the vision, that the Most High would no longer hold the vision at bay, but basically he's gonna reveal the vision in our time, as Ezekiel was telling the Israelites that this is not gonna be from a far time off, but yet it's gonna come to pass in our day. But Jake, what they did was prolong the vision. Okay, they was prolonging the vision, and you know, they didn't stay true to the doctrine, and yet they, you know, continue to worship idols and you know, demons, and worship, you know, all types of idolatry. They basically didn't take heed to the warning. And then what happened was, and when the Babylonians came and took over Jake, then, you know, Jake was crying to be delivered from their captivities, but Yahweh Shem Yahushai left us there to serve our punishment. I believe it was like 70 years we was in Babylon, like 67 to 70 some years around that time. They called it the 70-year prophecy, Isaiah's 70-year prophecy or something to that degree, but I think it was roughly like around 68 to 70 some years that we was under the rule of the Babylonians, man. Okay, so through the spirit, man, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, you know, this is the ordeal. Khan, we can't, yeah, but Lord willing, we can in the near future. Yeah, that's right, brother. Yeah, Khan, he put that order, I believe, earlier this year. When I know it was some I knew there was some things going on, and he kind of shut it down. It was like earlier this year, so it's all good though, bro. You know, we all in the same spirit. You know, best case scenario, we just land back. You know, you brothers do videos, and we just do like a lot of land backs, man, because that's how the spirit is in unison like that. You know, but I got some good topics in mind that Jake wanted to go into. Lord's will, when time and the spirit permits, then you know, I can do so. But anyway, this is the book of Romans 16 and 17. It says, "Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them." Right. Mark goes into the Greek word scopeo. And when you're putting the scopeo on somebody, you're putting basically you're scoping them out. You know, like when you got what they call infiltration or espionage, what they're doing, they're putting the scopeo on other nations because they're watching them. You know, they're watching these other nations, and then they go back and they report on the intelligence, man. And it's basically, man, this fucking traffic is nuts, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. Like, this is madness. This is another reason this place gotta go. Like, anywhere in hell you catching all this much hell, and you clowns out here is this goddamn desperate to go to work, being taxed to death for nothing, man. You know, this is stupid, bro. Like, this is madness. You know, but anyway, regardless of that, scopeo, marking those other men that's causing offenses and to the doctrine, man, because ultimately, you know, the doctrine that we teach, this is the 100% truth, man. And people get mad when we say that, but that's fine though, because hey, the scriptures say, hey, whoever don't come preaching this gospel, this doctrine which we have taught, let them be accursed. And when you go into a curse, it goes into really putting a spell on your a curse on your ass, man. So 2 out of every 3 Israelites are gonna perish because of the behaviors they're exemplifying. Okay, here you got the men of the Lord out here on the highways and byways, week in and week out, doing the work of the Lord consistently, pumping out shows. I mean, brothers are flooding YouTube with videos left and right. You know what I'm saying? Every camp that I know, brothers are going in. I mean, it ain't to a point. It ain't an hour around the clock that the shows are not going out. You know what I'm saying? All these brothers putting out all these edifying shows, but Jake still want to believe in fucking Trump, man. You know, Jake still want to believe in some damn American dream. Oh, we need to get Trump back. We need to get Trump back. Well, if you knew any better, Trump works for the establishment, man. You know what I'm saying? Trump don't work for you Jakes, man. Okay, that's just a sales pitch so he can get your vote. Okay, but the way it's looking, we may not have a presidential election. Okay, if this war in Palestine and Israel does not cease within weeks or months or days, and if this escalates, you better believe there's not going to be any presidential election because they're going to declare a state of emergency. And on top of that, the BRICS currency is getting ready to go online January 1st. Okay, so what happens when you have an economic collapse? You have to bring in emergency orders, man. You have to shut everything down because of the chaos that's going to commence out here among the people. Okay, so through the spirit, all hell was getting ready to freaking break loose, man. So the presidential election is the last thing you people should be worried about, you know? And we're not saying that won't be on the. I mean, Esau could pull a rabbit out of his ass if he wants to. But overall, I don't know, man. I can't really call that. Lord's will, it don't. Because honestly speaking, only people that want Joe Biden out of office is the American people because they realize he's done such a fucked up job. Okay, but according to the elites, he's doing everything he's supposed to do. Okay, he's totally disrupted the economy. Okay, he's used the icky vicky to take away your jobs, man. He's done a lot of damage to this place within 3.5 years, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see the elites really getting rid of Sleepy Joe unless he dropped dead. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly speaking, anything that you put in office or anybody you put in office, it's just gonna be a digress. You're gonna digress, man. Okay, it's not gonna be to any good avail. You're gonna digress. You know? I gotta go get some gas, man. Fuck. Anyway, man, Zechariah 13:8, it says, and it should come to pass that in all the land that says Yahweh, 2/3 therein should be cut off and die, but the third should be left therein, right? The land is talking about no other than Babylon the Great, aka America, man. Okay, 2/3 of the nation of Israel will be destroyed on this side because of their rebelliousness. Okay, and yeah, that is good for us, bro, because honestly speaking, if we don't have an election next year, then this bitch is through. You know, I was watching a video of the beloved, the elder brother Amawan Gabar. He sent me a video yesterday going into a Jake, going into how many people supposed to die by 2025 because, you know, they dealt with the punchline. And they said about 60-something% of the people, they said they was expecting over 260 million people to be dead by 2025. Now, how true that is, I have no idea. Okay, where he get his numbers from, I guess he's a forecast. I don't know. But those numbers are pretty accurate if you ask me, because I say every 2 out of 3 people took that damn juice, man, including you damn Jakes. You see, so we just have to wait and see with that being said. But anyway, brothers, man, I'm going to cut it short. Got to go ahead and get this gas, man. I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Shimi Hawashai, by Shimon Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. And with that, shalom and a barber ball. Lord's will you were edified. Shalom.